And welcome back, everybody. Hope you all are doing lovely this time around. And always, just really can't wait to jump into this episode. This is going to be our first kind of episode of revisiting an old topic that we felt that you guys really liked and we like talking about. So hopefully you'll like it this time around. We'll be talking about nostalgia again, kind of like that childhood aspect. A little bit reflecting more on the present and what have we kept, maybe what have we lost, and move forward with that. But first, I am Paradox.
And I am a trap.
Hello, Chandler. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty dandy.
You told me you just got back from camping. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say your voice sounds deeper, but also more.
I went through puberty.
Damn, already.
Yeah,
that's impressive. But yes, to answer your question, I did go camping, so that was pretty exciting. Second time I've been camping, so.
Did you have a tent?
I did have a tent. Had a 10-person tent for about 5 people, so you know.
Oh, I didn't know that many people went.
Yeah, it was pretty spacey. But it did rain the first 2 days, so not the best. But today, right before we drove back and stuff, was a really nice day. So it was a good note to end on. So
yeah, I always wanted to try hammock camping.
Do you know people up here call it hammocking?
Well, that explains why the North is. It's not getting to.
But
I've never heard anyone call it hammock.
I know, it's weird, man. But no, hammocking and stuff like that, I like it a lot. It's pretty relaxing, you know?
Especially the ones.
Yeah. Like, I never thought it'd be that comfortable to lay in that kind of way, but it is.
Yeah.
So, but anything you've been up to besides classes and work, or anything, or just the usual for you?
I've been reading more. I swore off video games.
I can't believe you.
I know, and I guess technology in general. Not like the stuff I have to use, but try to use this.
Well, more power to you. I remember you didn't do something that similar. It's when you were, I don't know if you remember, you went on your Buddhist binge.
Yeah.
You were just that was pretty sick. But hey, whatever works best for you. I did a little disconnecting the last 3 days too, not having lost.
I find it's mainly with the video games because, as you know, the games I like are really grindy, right? So Destiny, World of Warcraft, stuff like that. And I would find myself playing it, and I would look at the clock, and I'd start at 3, right? And then it'd be 6. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
This is a AM for people, by the way.
Yeah. I just what's going on? Why am I doing this? What am I gaining from this? I was like, I'm not gaining anything. I'm not gaining any knowledge that's valuable or useful to the outside world. I'm getting a equipment in a game that I don't know. And with the whole with the Destiny had a big announcement. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I don't know.
You should keep for everyone listening.
If you it's 55 minutes long.
I know, but it's sick. But yeah, I definitely respect that though, Chandler. I remember, when I was going through the pandemic stuff and online classes. I was like, oh, I'm gonna rely on gaming so much, to escape a little bit. And I just started playing it, and then I kind of had the same realization, why am I gonna grind out all these ranks in Destiny, right? Yeah, it's completion is kind of inside me. But is it really going to fulfill anything? Am I really going to gain anything from it? Or besides just immediate happiness, not long-lasting happiness,
Yeah. Well, that was the biggest thing.
But I feel like we talk about this in the gaming episode is, as a kid and stuff, you had that imagination, you had that wow factor. Now growing up, you kind of don't have that anymore, but I feel like now more than ever, I still see gaming as a big escape. You know, if you needed this, you had a really bad day at work,
Not
or
only that,
like,
but I saw it as like when I was a kid, I was like, I'm just gonna play video games. I got time to be an adult when I'm older. I got time to do adult shit when I'm
right,
older. Like when
right,
I'm like 10, I'll be playing video games
right.
all day. And now I'm like an adult and I'm like, fuck. I don't have that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. So I got back today at around like 5, and then I texted you. I was like, hey, let's record tonight. And then you said like 10:30 your time, so 9:30 my time. I was like, okay, bet. Like I got 4.5 hours. I'll go have dinner with my parents, catch up with them, and then I'll have like 3 hours to do like maybe start the new season in Destiny, right? Little did I know, I was checking podcast stats, like how are we doing? What could we do better? I was checking billings and how much I've been spending and see if I can like lower that amount. Then I did like chores and cleaned up my room and all that stuff. And then little did I know, it was time for dinner. And then we got back, and
It was time to record.
then it was time to record. I was just like, well,
Yeah, that's a good thing. You did
of
productive
course,
things instead of.
yeah, I did productive things, but also like I was looking forward. I mean, I'm still gonna play it after the podcast. I'll edit and play because I'm a
Right.
multitasker. But yeah, no, I do agree with you that, and sometimes it is an escape, and then you realize so much more when you grow up, and as that time slowly goes away, that you can't really dedicate as much time to it anymore as possible. But it's still, in my opinion, you do what makes you happy,
I was
right?
addicted to it,
So
dude.
yeah, I know
I
you
just
were. Me
played too
too,
much. So I was
man.
addicted. I was like, I gotta treat this like a drug because it is, like just like sugar is. I like I haven't had any like processed and sugary shit in a long time now. And looking back,
Isn't
and
it
it's
wild?
like,
Don't you just feel
or
good?
even pasta. Yeah, I do feel better. Even like pasta or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
soda, just candy, shit like that. I look at it, I'm like, oh, it'd
Mhm.
be so good, but I'm like, nope, can't do it. I got discipline.
I feel that too.
And I thought I was like,
I
and
feel
with
that too.
nicotine too. I was so addicted to nicotine. It's like so doing that,
Right,
and then I was like, video game is this is the exact same thing, man. I'm not doing anything productive. I was like,
right,
let's focus this time and energy, and let's do fitness instead. Let's read. Let's learn.
right,
You know.
right.
So,
No, yeah, no more power to you. I definitely, my freshman year at UW, a lot of people like flabbergasted, they always put up to me like, oh, it's today your cheat day. So I was really strict in my
you probably didn't
eating
have a
habits and
cheat
stuff
day.
like that. So, no, my cheat days were on my rest days. So Wednesday and Friday. I mean Wednesday and Sunday. Sorry, but my cheat day would mean is I only have one like really sugary sweet. I'd always have the strawberry cheese Danish. It's probably not even the worst thing I can think of, right? Like a full ass Sunday and shit,
Yeah.
I always had that in the morning, and then that would be my one cheat meal for the day. I've grown out of that a little bit, but hopefully I can get back into the swing of that. Because I've learned a little bit that it's okay to go here and there just to relax. And cause I feel like these things, if I restrict myself, I might make other people uncomfortable. I shouldn't think about that too much
Fuck
because,
it. Fuck
fuck
them.
that shit, right? Yeah, right. But, I do feel the exact same thing. Like on the camping trip, I drank Gatorade for the first time in like
But that was a nice release,
3
huh?
years. Oh yeah, it was super nice. It was fruit punch. It wasn't
No,
purple,
so
so
not as good.
R.I.P. But yeah, but I was like, holy shit. But I'm not gonna go back and go start drinking Gatorade again, right? But and also like when I haven't had soda in forever either, and so that was
I
really
can't do a cheat because that'll break me. Even if
yeah.
I eat something healthy, I'm
Understand.
like,
I
I'll
mean,
be like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta work this off. It's
right.
getting
No, I
dangerous.
feel the same way. Like when I eat like something that I feel like when you eat something to very like in the very beginning, you're like, oh man, this is awesome. But then afterwards, you're just
Why
like,
did I eat that?
it's like jacking off. Like the meme when it's
You
jacking
look into
off,
the
right?
mirror.
Like it feels really, yeah, you're like, what a fucking
Yeah,
animal. you know? So, but oh my god, why do my
that's a
keys
hard habit
sticky?
too.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it is. It can be pretty hard. But that's where all that self control and determination
Discipline.
comes in. Where, yeah, and you got a lot of that, and it's one of the things
Not as much as I wish I
that
had, but working on it.
but you're still
Working on
doing
it.
it. these little things that you have. I mean, I'm not calling them little. I'm not calling them insignificant. They can be bigger. They can turn to bigger things. But you have these little. I wouldn't call them episodes, but like movements. Like in a musical beast, right? These little movements. It just makes you a better person. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But not like my movement when I try to go vegan. Shout out to the people if you're a vegan. Holy shit. It is extremely hard. But besides that, anything else you want to catch up on?
Well, how long did you do vegan for?
I did vegan for about a month and a
Yeah, I did
half.
2 months, and it was I got too skinny.
And it was just, yeah, of course I watched Game Changers on Netflix, and that really changed
I
my
feel like
life.
that
It just
that
scared the shit
affected
out
a
of
lot
me.
of people.
Yeah. And it was an eye opener stuff. I was like, okay, wait, I can just be a vegan bodybuilder, right? But then I realized
It's tough.
you have to eat so much
Yeah.
of it.
Uh-huh.
And you have to enjoy it. And I was just not happy. I was going to bed with my stomach rumbling and
Yep.
stuff. I was always hungry going to bed. It was the worst feeling
I
ever.
think it's
And
I don't like the fact where I got to look at everything. If
right.
I'm eating healthy, I know it's
Um,
healthy. I know it's not healthy. But like if I'm vegan, I'm like, oh, I got to check this and this and this. Too
right.
much.
No, I feel you. So if there is a vegan option, I will. It's what I've been doing is trying to mix in vegan foods here and there. But I'm not trying to go full vegan like I did because that was
I like
just
meat. I think meat's
more
beneficial.
power to.
I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, meat. I feel like meat does have its properties, or not properties. It does have its positives here and
Can't
there.
replace meat, man.
Obviously, everything. Right. Now, I'm not saying vegan is straight positive. I feel like there's some negatives of eating vegan too, because you saw with me, like I lost so much muscle mass, in size, extremely
The
fast.
negatives is
And
expensive
also
as
my
fuck.
mood was just terrible. I was just pissy,
Yep,
you
it's
know.
expensive.
So yeah, that's a really big negative too. It's extremely expensive. So well, let's get into the question from below the treehouse just to start off real quick. Questions from the bottom of the treehouse. I'm hurt. After we get into, or right before we get into the main topic, Chandler, what would you say is your favorite food? I feel this fits very well with the vegan stuff. What would you say your favorite food is?
Sushi. Yeah.
Sushi, really?
Or something I haven't had in a while, but like a fettuccine alfredo. It's always good.
Ooh,
That cream
nice.
sauce,
I like
Alfredo sauce, is to die for. I just haven't had it, man.
Alfredo sauce is pretty good. You going through right
Yeah,
now?
I haven't. I mean, I love
Feeling
pasta, and I haven't had pasta in forever. If I have pasta, I'll
that's
have whole
weird.
grain, and it's just not the same. And it
Oh
won't.
yeah, whole
I
grain.
won't put anything on it.
Took,
It'll just be whole grain pasta.
yeah, no, it took me a while to get used to whole grain. It tastes pretty
It's
bland,
like a brown. White rice is
Like
better than brown rice. I'm sorry, but yeah.
what? See, now I'm a big proponent of brown rice.
I mean, I eat brown rice, but it's like I'd rather have or yellow rice. I like yellow rice the most.
Yeah, yellow rice is pretty good. Okay, here's another thing: black or pinto beans.
Black beans probably. Yeah.
Really?
That's not my
Okay.
favorite bean though.
What was your
I don't
favorite
know.
bean?
Kidney maybe.
Bush baked beans?
Bush baked beans are good.
Oh,
They're too
yeah,
sugary
they are
though.
good. They slap. Oh yeah, they're super
But
sugary.
yeah, those are good. Crowder peas are good. If that should have that a bean,
True.
I don't know. I mean, it has P in the names. I'm guessing not.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of. Okay, here's another question, real quick. Favorite apple? Type
Honeycrisp
of
easy.
apple. Okay, I respect you.
That's the only apples I
I mean, I
buy.
heard it before, but more.
I won't
Really?
buy anything else but Honeycrisp.
I like to lean. I like to fuck around with a
I don't
Gala
like
or a
Gala.
Fiji.
A lot
I'll
of
try
the
to.
other apples I get, if I don't get Honeycrisp, when I find they get soft, usually faster. And they're more softer than I mean, crisp because it's in the name Honeycrisp, right? But I don't know. There's something about the other ones that just. Ugh.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. makes sense. But yeah, I respect that the pasta is really fucking good. I'd say my favorite food. I like this question can be pretty broad. So like my favorite food to eat, like always been grilled chicken, some really nice vegetables, either mushrooms, broccoli, or
like broccoli.
What else? Like I'm probably like grilled broccoli,
Yeah.
like kind of like sauteed a little bit.
You like squash?
Pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I do like squash. Squash is very good. And then with like a carb, so like rice or spaghetti. But if I had to do a favorite dish, I had this lobster one time at a very, very nice restaurant. It's a very, very special occasion in February, and oh my
I wonder what it was.
This lobster. Well, you know what it is, but
was it Valentine's? Really?
No.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah. It was,
One.
Yeah. Yes, though. But at that place we had 4 different dishes. So we had like this appetizer with these breads with all different sauces and stuff like that. Absolutely.
Was it Red Lobster? Red Lobster is good. Their biscuits are cheddar biscuits.
Biscuits slap. But it was a really nice restaurant. It's in Madison by the Capitol. The thing's called Vino. It's like right above a really nice hotel. So you go to.
Did you stay at the hotel after?
No, you just go in there, get into the elevator, go all the way up to the top floor. You get to see the Capitol. It's also snowing outside too, so it was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's where that picture. I remember that. I remember the picture.
Yep. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Yep. But really nice lobster there. Also had like not dulce, because dulce means sweet, but like it was like this like weird salmon mix with like a lot of fruit. And it was like raw salmon though, but it was kind of good. I don't know. And then there's these tacos. Oh, okay.
Seafood
sorry,
taco?
I'm going off. But yeah, no. But the lobster was fantastic. Really well cooked, crispy, and then like the meat was just very fine, but very, very like tasteful. So
I love seafood. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Crab legs, man. I could go for some crab legs and butter.
Like I would say I don't like seafood, but I haven't tried as much of it to say that I don't like it. I do like meat.
Well, you always stay at a. Well, I guess that's. I was gonna say Hilton Head, but
yeah. Well,
they have a lot of seafood down there, don't
they? Yeah, they do, but it's a tourist place, so a lot of it's just.
It's still good. You can't deny that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love fish, so I love like trout and redfish and stuff like that. That stuff is really good. But
catfish, I love catfish.
Catfish is very good too. I never really got into like quote unquote like true seafood, like crabs
scallops and
scallop, yeah, or oyster. Well, I've had oyster.
What calamari? You like calamari?
I've not had calamari though.
Oh, you like it? It's like chicken.
I've had calamari, tuna, like all like the big stuff, that you usually associate seafood with. So maybe one day I'll have to try it. I think I will. I think I should. And sushi, though, I'm not a big fan of sushi. I know that for a fact. So.
You're crazy.
I know.
You'd like a California roll.
You think? I feel like that's
like the non-raw.
Isn't that what everyone likes?
I mean, yeah, it's just chicken and a rice roll.
Nice.
Or crab. Yeah, it just depends.
Have you ever seen Euro's Dreams of Sushi on Netflix?
No.
You should give it a watch. It's a movie about like a very famous 3-star Michelin chef and restaurant in Japan that like serves only sushi, but it's like an art basically. Very well done. You should give it a watch.
I feel like I might have heard of it. He's only 3-star?
Well, 3-star a 3-star Michelin restaurant is the highest you can get.
Yeah, that's the highest. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Because you always hear like 5-star restaurants and stuff like that, but that's for some
right.
But like a 3-star Michelin is like the most like it's a buff ass restaurant. And the cool thing is like it's in the weirdest spot too. It's like in a subway area, so you have to go down like you're heading toward a train, and then you see like this little nice area.
I just thought of like the Michelin Man. That's what I thought of.
That's what it's named after.
No, no, it's not.
It is.
You're lying.
I'm not.
It's named after the Michelin Man?
Yes.
Why?
Because that's the people that sponsor it. People that own the Michelin company.
Huh. Okay.
So, yep.
Learn something new every day. Yeah, that's weird.
I know, right?
I just don't relate sushi and tires too well.
Yeah, no, a good friend of mine expanded my whole view of food and stuff. So like I would like when we would hang out and stuff, we'd watch Chef Tables sometime. I don't know if you know what that is. It's also on Netflix, where they go around and go to these really obscure restaurants that are really, really famous and well known. But you get to see like their art, how they get started, and most of them all have Michelin stars and shit like that. So you get to learn it pretty well.
You should watch Anthony Bourdain.
Really?
Yeah.
Give it along. Add it to the list.
He killed himself. Okay.
Oh.
I think he had. It was like he was on CNN. He was a chef on CNN.
Oh. Nice. Well, I feel like it is time to probably get into the topic, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
We'll try to keep it pretty short this time around, but just to finish up some loose ends on nostalgia and stuff like that. Again, if you guys have not watched our other episode, Nostalgia, it's episode 7. Please give that a listen to or watch it, whatever you do. Whatever platform you listen or support us on. Give that a listen just to get a better understanding of our childhoods and how we were raised and stuff like that. And hope you enjoy that. Thank you again for your support. We really do appreciate it. But get into it. I got a big question for you, Chandler. Is there something that you wish that you did more as a kid or as growing up? Like something you took advantage more, like going outside? I don't know. Anything you can think of?
I wish I would have learned more about outdoors and construction, stuff like that.
Interesting. You want to
particularly how to maybe build a house or just more about constructions, and more about just outdoors, what you can eat, what you can't eat, stuff like what's poisonous, what's not poisonous, stuff like that.
Oh, so kind of like survival kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really. And there's always time to learn it now, but.
Right. Yeah. Did you ever do Boy Scouts? Or like Eagle Scouts?
I did, but it wasn't really. It was connected with a church, so they tried to make it really religious. And I wasn't into it.
So Sunday school on steroids.
Basically, yeah. We didn't really do any survival stuff. We went camping one time, but I left early because I was like, "This is stupid. I'm not doing this." It wasn't real, you know.
Yeah, that was understandable.
What about you?
Yeah, I never did Eagle Scouts or anything like that. Supposedly my dad asked me at a very young age if I wanted to do, and I said no. I don't remember this conversation. Cool. I guess, but no, I was never.
It would look good on your resume.
Well, no, I never got into Eagle Scouts or anything like that. I knew someone that did though, and that person was a stud. They knew all these knots. They knew like survival kind of like tactics, like what you could use, what you could eat, kind of that stuff. And also they knew like bird whistles and things like that to like.
Yeah.
So you could whistle for a bird, and then quote unquote like attract it and use it as like food. If you can hunt it down and stuff. So pretty sick. But I would say one thing that I wish that I did more as a kid was take advantage of the fact that now that you are indestructible, a lot of teenagers think that, and some people still think that.
And they die in a drunk driving accident.
Yes, but
I got really dark.
Yeah, they got deep. I mean, but it's true though. It happens. But I wish that I would have been more adventurous as a kid, I guess you would say. Wish I got more scraped on my knees or, splinters here and there.
I think I 100% agree with you on that. I was a very timid, shy, scared. I was scared of everything.
I was very scared of everything too. Everything
changed.
I know. Then you grew some balls and you became.
Well, it's like I can think back to a perfect example of me and my neighbor made a wooden ramp for a bike, right?
Mm.
And I was too scared to go off the ramp. I was like, I don't want to do it. I just remember that moment, and I was like, I wish I wasn't like that when I was younger.
A big moment for me was, so my sister, she was really big into skateboarding and stuff. So I got one of her skateboards from. Sorry, I'm readjusting myself. I got one of her skateboards from the garage. My dad was out doing like yard work or something like that. I was like, "Hey, watch me! I'm gonna be like Taylor." And I got on that skateboard, and next thing I knew, laid myself out on the concrete, busted my
Shit
elbow and
hurts.
everything like that. Oh yeah, it hurt
You
bad.
fall a lot harder than you think you do.
Yeah, you do. And I was just like, well, this sucks. And so then from that point on, even I'm not blaming my parents for it, even though they were very protective of that after that. So like I'm gonna hurt myself. But like I never want to get on a bike. That's why today I still don't know how to ride a bike. Fun fact.
You know
I
how to
never
ride a
got.
bike? Oh, you can
I
figure it
don't.
out. It's not hard.
I don't want to talk. No, man. Oh, let me finish this quickly and I'll get into that. But I never really got into. Didn't want to try to ride a bike or like a scooter or like Heelys scared me too. Even though everyone was sick as hell with them.
I never could
Uh,
do
yeah, neither could I. And then like obviously a skateboard itself. But no, it is so hard to learn how to ride a bike right now. I am telling you. I
that. Do
don't
you
know if
have a
it's just
bike you
'cause
could ride?
I borrow friends here and there to try to learn. But I think it's just because obviously I'm not that coordinated to begin with, but I have some coordination to where like I'm not okay falling, if that makes sense. I don't know. But like it's insanely hard for me to learn how to ride a bike. So
What's so hard about it? Like,
I don't know, man. I think
to
I just
you,
overcomplicated. I can pennyboard, but I can't.
that's probably harder than riding a bike
Some might say that.
because it
But
requires
yeah,
more balance.
yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't get it.
Because
But
you just
yeah.
pedal. That's all you gotta do.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, we're not having a bike intervention right now.
Were you ever on a bike with what are they called? Training wheels?
No.
Like I think that's where you were wrong then. Maybe because you didn't have that fundamental, like, you never had training wheels.
Right.
So you just never rode a bike in your life, like when you were a kid?
Nope.
That's crazy. I feel like that's like such a big childhood thing.
I know. It's wild, isn't it?
Your parents failed you with the bike.
I always blame them for it, but they always say it's my fault. So I don't know. I don't
Nick,
know
you were
who's
too
more to
much of
blame.
a pussy.
I mean, hey, sometimes that happens. No, I was a big scaredy cat when I was a kid though, and I remember I picked up some firewood. I was a dumbass. So my dad was like burning a bunch of leaves and dead trees is what he did when we went to the lake house to like clean up the area and stuff. So we went down there. He's had a big bonfire going. I got one of the pieces of firewood, like raked it out and let it blew on it. I was like, okay. I'm like 6 or 7. I'm like, okay. It has to be cold this time, right? Touch it, just burned the skin right off my index and my thumb. So I'm still missing the skin there. You can still see it. And
Yes.
so that was my version of touching the stove, I guess. So was there one big event that you remember as a kid that was just like eye opening? You don't I mean, besides like that bike thing, I guess, but any other big events you can think of, like um,
Couple
try to put you on
things.
the
A
spot.
lot of them had to do with like height.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Were
I'm
you
scared
scared
of
of
heights.
heights?
Yeah, I
Or you
still
still
am.
are? Yeah.
Not as bad as
Okay.
I was, but it's still the palms get sweaty and heart
Knees
starts
weak.
pounding.
Arms
Yeah,
are heavy.
arms in my spaghetti.
Yes.
Um,
Nice.
I think seeing my sister, like my sister was really like she did. I think we had similar sisters in the fact that they had more balls than we did when we were younger.
Damn. Oh yeah, no, my sister was a badass. She did
Yeah.
horseback riding. She did ATV stuff like motorcycles.
Yeah.
Like she did a lot of stuff. She was pretty sick.
So I remember just seeing my at the pool we were at. There was a high dive. That bitch was high,
Oh no.
and my sister jumped off of it, and I was like, "How do you do that?" And I went up there, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Well, I can't go back down like a big pussy," so I just kind of jumped off.
Mm.
That being a big
At least you
moment.
were able to face it.
Yeah, but I was still like such a big pussy. You know, at that age too, I was really I had a chubby stomach. I think we all did as that kid. I was like 8, 9. I had that like chubby little baby fat tummy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
remember, and I always like sucking my gut a little bit to make it like a little less obvious.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I'm trying to think of some other big moments like that. I don't know.
Yeah, to give you some time. Another big moment of mine. So So when we would go visit my grandparents in Dallas for Christmas and stuff, we'd always go to this giant hotel that the people would rent out and make like an ice museum, if you know what I mean. Like you put on a parka and
Ice.
you walk ice
Yeah,
sculpture
yeah,
place. You
yeah.
know
I've
what I
never
mean?
been there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this one was like Grinch themed. And so at the very end of the ice thing, they had the Grinch. You know, someone dressed up as the Grinch. You could take pictures with them and stuff like that. They acted like the Grinch, all that stuff. And I'm a pretty quiet kid. Like I usually don't.
Did you piss your
Okay,
pants at the
so
Grinch?
so I usually don't cry like in public. I'll cry in the car and stuff, but I usually like try to toughen it out, you know, in public.
How
And
old
like
were
some
you here?
people, I think I was like 3 or 4, but I remember like it was yesterday. And so my dad's holding me, and Taylor, of course, wants to see the Grinch. Taylor, my sister, she loves the Grinch. She posts all this stuff about Baby Grinch, like from the live action movie with
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey and stuff. She loves the Baby Grinch and stuff. But so she goes up to see the Grinch. My dad brings me up because we're all gonna take a picture. And supposedly, my dad tells the story way better. But supposedly, I'm not upset or anything like that until the Grinch spoke. Once the Grinch spoke, supposedly I let out a death-curdling scream
What did it
that
sound like?
I can't imitate it because like supposedly it was very high pitch. It sounded like a banshee, and my dad says that he still has ringing in his left ear from it to this
No,
day.
I'm saying like what does the Grinch sound like?
Well, the Grinch just sounds like a normal person talking, you know. But I think I guess I just
Well, he's
assimilated with,
real.
yeah, like he's real, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what set me off, but I just let out like the loudest scream ever, and it, you know everyone heard it, and so yeah, that was a. I think that's why I don't know. I do know another reason. I'll get into this later. But do you have an event like that? Did you think of another one?
No, I never. I was a really quiet kid. I didn't talk. I didn't cry. My parents said were like, we don't think we ever saw you cry or talk really. I
Nice.
never talked, never did anything. I would just sit there. I think I was a creepy kid.
Yeah, that happens. Two little events. I've told you this before, haven't I? That my leg was twisted around when I was born.
No.
Did I do it? Oh, well. Fun fact: when I was born, I was C-section baby, so lit. Um,
Why would you do that to
my
your mom?
I know R.I.P. my mom. She can never wear a nice swimsuit to the beach. I feel bad, but
Was Taylor C-section?
no,
Can you
that was.
C-section twice?
I mean, I'm guessing you
How does
can,
that
but it's
work? Because
probably
like
not
scar
safe.
tissue, right?
Yeah, it's probably not safe
Mm.
though. I don't know though. So I was C-section baby, and so pulled out, and then my leg was twisted around. My left leg was like fully twisted around, and so like for 2 years, I think it was up to when I could walk, basically. So 2 years, I would roughly say I had a cast on my left leg, and it was like a peg leg, basically. That's what my parents called me when I was little, and so I think this is why. I lean on my left leg so much. Like when I work out and stuff like that, I always lean towards my left side. It's kind of weird. But supposedly there's this story of me crawling out of the crib, and you could just hear me crawling out of the crib because all you hear is like this pump, 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 pump running down the hardwood floor once I got out, you know, because it just hears like walking the deck. And so, but then I slipped, busted my head, and that's probably where my brain trauma started, and that's why I am the person I
That's why you're so
am.
fucked up.
I know, I guess. Another big thing is so my sister, when her growing up, I think I was 8 or 9, so she would be 15 or 16, something like that. She was really big into like horror places, right? Like horror houses and like haunted houses, like where you walk through, you try to get scared, that kind of shit. And that stuff was super popular in Atlanta, right? Because big city, lots of stuff to do, all that shit,
Right.
right? And so when Halloween came around, I was always dreading it. This is probably why I don't like Halloween today. But so because when Halloween would come around, my dad would still be working, so he couldn't take care of me. So my mom would drag me along to these haunted houses, and to where my sister was having the time of her life with her friends, while I just stood there holding on to dear life with my mother, as like these people dressed up as, like raggedy, bloody nurses. Like, think of all the horse shit that everyone dressed up as times 10, and these people were walking around acting like that, to scare you. And some people were just so fucked up, like they would just walk up to me and just scare me, even though they see like this terrified kid. And you let it be known, I'm the only young kid there, All these other psychos are, adrenaline junkies will love this stuff. They're eating it up.
I don't know. I like that shit.
I know you do. And so, I remember there was this one time my mom left me. This was great. She said, "Just wait here. Don't talk to me, anything like that." And one of the people, it was at the end of the haunted house, so I would wait for Taylor to come out. And one of the people at the very end, it's like this girl, like tied up, like chained to the wall, super bloodied, and like it looked like her back was broken, just like bones were poking out and shit like that. And then she just looks over to me, and you could just tell like she feels bad for me. She had that look in her eyes, even though under all the blood and makeup and stuff, like she just had that look like, oh my god, why is this kid here? And so I think this whole event of me going to those type of events, those like haunted events and stuff, really set the precedent of why I despise horror films and I can't watch them or anything.
You don't like horror movies?
I despise horror movies.
I love them.
I cannot watch them. Like, it took me 3 years to watch it. And I'm talking about not even like the original one. I'm talking about the most recent one.
I think it's better than the new one.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. But yeah, that's also
Which favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday, easy. I mean, it used to be Christmas just because we'd always go see our extended family, but we don't anymore. But I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. I'd probably say maybe July 4th, just because
Really?
usually that's like, not like patriotic and stuff, but usually most of the time we spend July 4th at Hilton Head, and that was really nice.
See, I was hoping for either Halloween or Christmas, because you're gonna say that because I'm going into a bit that's like nobody says any other holiday. Like when you ask that, it's always like Christmas or Halloween, right? Those are the big ones. Or like the top 4, I would say it would be like Christmas, Halloween, New Year's, and then 4th of July is what people would say their favorite holiday would be, right? But really, people are either saying Christmas or Halloween. Let's be real.
Right.
Why? Like, what are the other people like who's saying these other holidays? Why is that their favorite? What's going on with that?
Well, I mean,
like Easter.
Yeah, I mean, Easter. I feel like
it's a bigger letdown of Christmas.
Damn.
It's a less Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Easter is more obviously religious, and so Easter was never big in my family.
It's not as marketable.
Yeah, like Easter, we only did that like 3 times, I think. Like we went hunting for eggs and shit. But I feel like the biggest thing, like when people say like Thanksgiving, I feel like that's a very big like familial aspect, right?
Oh fuck! I forgot about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Instead of New Year's, I'd put Thanksgiving in there maybe.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I've never met anyone that says New Year's is their favorite. And
I feel like no, there's big parties on New Year's. There's big parties.
Oh yeah, no shit, and the ball drops and all that. But I feel like a lot of people who say they like New Year's really like Christmas because it's just around the corner or behind it, So, but like when it comes to Thanksgiving, I feel like a lot of people love that because of familial stuff, and not trying to be like pity party over here or anything like that. But I was always invited to that stuff. We never had one of our own, So that's one main reason why I don't like Thanksgiving for my family. Yeah. So like all the Thanksgiving dinners I ever went to, there were.
I like the food, but I don't like the family part of it. Is that bad? Is that bad?
I mean,
like the extended family part. I don't like last Thanksgiving. I liked it because it was
just immediate.
It was my immediate family, my girlfriend, and the person I have over right now, my sister's friend, this family friend. That's
Yeah,
it was
that's
all of
cool.
us, and that was great.
But that's
When it's
nice.
the whole family, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah,
Too much
no,
going on, and I don't see these people. I see them once a year, and it's like, oh,
how's everything?
how's the military going? It's like, I'm not in the military. What are you talking about?
That's funny. But yeah, no, I
And
feel
they all
that.
think I'm bisexual too. So
Damn,
yeah.
nice. Um, but yeah, no, I never had like a true Thanksgiving dinner of my own. So I was never really, I never saw it as like my favorite. But I always do. Um, out of all Thanksgivings I've gone to, it's always been like my girlfriends or something like that, right? Whoever I'm dating.
You really enjoyed that,
Or
didn't you? Though.
I did. Like, yeah, I don't know if that sounds really weird, but like,
No,
so
it's probably a more normal. It was like a
yeah, like I had so I went to the Thanksgiving dinner twice with my old girlfriend in Little Rock. Then I went to Thanksgiving this past year with my old girlfriend up here. And
that.
so
You just sound like a whore
yeah,
now.
I know, right? I'm
That
just
Little
too
Rock
much.
one was probably interesting.
Oh, that Little Rock one was very interesting,
Yeah.
but it was still like I don't know, like you know me. I'm a family person, I like to say, and so like having seen that family like being involved in that, it's really really nice, at least in my opinion. And especially this time around, and the Thanksgiving I went to in 2019. Oh my God, the food was popping. Like, whew, shit was good. And I know obviously their family was awesome. I love their family. But you know, again, I do wish that I had a Thanksgiving of my own to invite people to. But you know, and then for Halloween, I'm scared shitless because of Taylor and stuff, so I blame her. Christmas I used to really like because you'd see our extended family. It always meant a trip to Dallas and stuff like that. We don't do that anymore, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
as you grow older, you stop doing shit like that.
yeah. New Year's whack. Uh,
It's because you never got a kiss.
fair enough. How
I
do you
don't think
know?
I ever get a kiss.
Ooh,
Did I?
plot
What was
twist.
last New Year's? Was I dating?
I don't know.
Oh no, I was. Well,
Yikes! You might want to be careful with this one.
yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking. I mean, I
um,
wasn't. I wasn't. Was it? No.
do you
Okay,
count
never mind.
Valentine's as a holiday?
No, because I hate it.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, it's a holiday, but I don't.
Yeah,
Because it's just another thing I gotta buy something.
true.
Mm, Maybe
Easter,
sound
we
like an
already talked about
asshole, but
that. Memorial Day, I kind of like Memorial Day. Like
I don't
usually
do
means
anything on
like
Memorial Day. It's just another work day.
fair enough. Like
That's
it comes out.
when pulls up and up. Okay,
Then
Earth
is there
Day.
a holiday in June? Guess there isn't.
Pull up the calendar. It's probably gonna be
Um,
some like abstract fucking thing
yeah,
I've never heard
something
of.
straight. Um,
Flag
maybe
Day,
nice,
Juneteenth. I don't know what the fuck
nice.
that is. Father's Day.
Oh, shout out to all the fathers out there.
It's not. It's not a holiday.
But yeah. Also shout out to all the mothers because Mother's Day was a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to all them. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? I guess do you count April's Fools? April Fools was not big this year because of because of the main shit that was going on.
I don't think I ever did April Fools. It was always just YouTube videos, like being or like companies announcing fake things. It's like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
Haha, yeah,
Funny. Labor Day.
yeah.
What
Labor
about
Day's
Hanukkah?
nice. Um, I don't know if you can count that because
Did
that's
they change Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day?
indeed they do.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
Election
anything
Day.
election day.
People should people say that should be a holiday.
Really?
Like one like
Oh, I guess that makes sense. So everyone
'cause
has
everyone can get off and then go vote.
yeah, everyone has an
Yeah,
opportunity to vote. Yeah, that
right.
makes sense. Um, yeah, I can't really think of any other holidays, but yeah, I feel like a lot of those holidays either have familial ties for people
St.
or
Patrick's
Saint. Oh yeah, St. Patty's. Everyone loves St. Patty's up here. Jesus Christ.
because all they do up there is drink.
Yup. Hell yeah, brother.
9/11.
Oh, Freedom Day? Is that what they call it? Is that a thing?
Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know. That sounds like it'd be a thing though.
Oh yeah. I mean, so I like it's not like a celebrated holiday,
It's
but
not on the calendar as anything. September 11th
yeah,
isn't.
9/11
Well,
is a big one. The bombing of Pearl Harbor is a big one.
Infamy Day. I don't know what
Yeah.
they call that.
Yeah.
December was 7th. Is that what it was? 1942, 3, 1, 4. I don't know.
1941, December 7th. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure. But going back to the nostalgia, that was a good little diverge though of holidays.
Yeah, 1941.
But going back to nostalgia. Do you have any questions that you want to add to nostalgia? Anything you can think of?
Valentine's is a
Nice.
terrible holiday.
I agree. Did you ever have to do that thing? So we had to do
Give
this.
everyone a card in class.
Yes. Did you have to do that?
Not that I can remember. But no,
I
it was
remember.
more like if you bring cards, you have to give one to everyone. You can't bring them for certain people. That's what it was.
At my lower school in Georgia, you had to bring candy, bring cards, like write a little special note to
You had to.
everyone. Yeah, you had.
I
You look like a
never did
cock
this.
if you didn't. And even they didn't even care if people were like had lower socioeconomic or anything like that. They just said like it was quote unquote the polite thing to do, I guess.
No, the
And
polite thing
so
to do is shut the fuck up. Don't
amen.
bring candy.
But yeah, no, I remember we had to do that. I mean, that was pretty sick because then my 7-year-old self thought I was pulling girls left and right, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I don't.
They're writing the same thing to every other guy.
A lot of the holidays, it would be the parents would bring in food.
Yeah, I
It
remember that.
wasn't really the kids doing anything. It was their parents buying like a bunch of food for the kids, and then we'd eat like those which my guilty pleasure fucking food. Those little cookies with like the frosting on top. I don't know if you know what I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about.
sugar cookies?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what they are, but
Shit
they have
slap.
like the consistency of like everyone knows what they are. And
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Haven't had one in a while, and I really want to know.
R.I.P. Did you? This goes out to all of the listeners and stuff. Started thinking about like, did you guys do those little like holiday celebrations at your lower school or middle school? And also, this question too, did you guys have like a reward system? If you know what I mean, like when you're in lower school. So like, I remember this vividly. If you did like certain things in class, like raised your hand to ask a question, and you said like, I remember this. Okay, I'm about to go off. There's this girl. I'll say her first name, but you can't find her. Hopefully, girl named Monica.
Found her, Monica Lewinsky.
All right, girl named Monica. Absolutely great person. Had a little crush on her, but she would always raise her hand, say the answer to your inquiry, Mrs. Blank or Mr. Blank, is blah 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 blah. You know, and it always pissed me off because then she'd always be able to raise up her little rocket, and this little rocket thing in the
Is
very
that code
front.
name for something?
Yeah, so you had this little rocket thing in the very front, and it was like your goodness meter or some shit like that. I hated it. And so if you did a good deed or you did something like that, like you said, you answered the question in a full sentence or something like that, or you raised your hand, or like you were first to get up, shit like that, like random shit. Did you write your name in like cursive? So I always got that shit. But and so you'd raise your little rocket up, and once you got it to the top, you get a little star, and then if you got a little star, you could spend it like on this treasure box, and then you could get like a little like cool ring or some shit like that. It was whack, but also competitive AF. And so I remember, and also, excuse me, sorry, and also you could lose spots on your rocket. So if you did something bad, like you interrupted someone when they were saying something, or you cussed, or you talked back to the teacher, you'd lose spots on your rocket. And if your rocket went all the way down to the bottom, you got sent home, like in a day. So that was pretty yikes. Never got sent home, but I've been pretty close to it. I was a rowdy kid, let's just say that.
Sure.
Bro, what? I cheated on tests. I got in fights. You know?
We had we had ones for bad behavior. The only ones for good behavior was a fish in a bowl. So she had these
What?
little cutout like paper fishes. And
Mm-hmm.
if you did some good, she'd write your name on it, and you'd get put in a fishbowl. At the end of the week, they should draw out a fish, and there were little toys in a treasure chest you could pick out, or candy, or whatever you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my god, that just brought back a memory of something. I
Would you like
talked
to
about
expand on it?
skinheads in third grade.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my teacher saying something in a book, and I was like, "Oh, those are skinheads." Hmm.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Shit, you remember, man.
yeah. But we had more for bad behavior. We had flat tires, which if your car got I don't really know how it worked because the car was two-dimensional, so it only had two
There's only
tires.
2 tires, but
Right, so I don't know what was going on with that, but if you got a certain amount of flat tires, your car would break down, and you'd have to. I don't even know what happened if you got in trouble with that one. We had popsicle sticks, which it was just a chart, and if your popsicle got to the lowest point, it was like 5 points, or you drop a star, or I think there was one with a stoplight, so red light, green light, yellow light. But I never got in trouble, so mine wouldn't. I don't think I ever dropped down once.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Still remember in first grade, I couldn't read the board. I was like, well, shit. Looks like I need glasses.
I went home, played Wizard 101, left alone, man.
Hell
Did
yeah.
my work.
Grind time, dog. Grind time. Did you ever celebrate your birthday at school? Yeah. Did you ever have like a little like
The
oh it's
teacher
this
would read it
is
off, but I never like because they have. I guess on their charts it would be like it would say today is so and so's birthday, like on their computer or whatever, or like on the attendance roll, or whatever. Um,
right.
but I never. I try to keep my birthday a surprise. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want. I'm not surprised. I try to keep it hidden because I don't want anyone knowing. I just don't like celebrating my birthday.
Fair enough.
I don't like celebrating
Well,
anyone's birthday. If I'm being real with you, it's this
really,
dumb thing. Yeah.
I'll expand on that in a little bit, but yeah, my both school in Georgia and Little Rock, if it was your birthday, then usually like not the school would throw something for it, but the parents like get together and they either have like a cake at lunch or and everyone sing like birthday to you or uh at the school in Little Rock, the father or pastor or you want to call him would say, like, oh,
God
this
bless
was
you. Happy birthday.
yeah, shit like that. But to expand on that, I hated celebrating my birthday. I only had one birthday party out of all birthdays I've had.
I never had one.
Really? Damn you.
Hmm.
You beat me this time. But yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'll have one birthday party, and it was at a laser tag place. It was pretty lit, though.
Yeah, laser
Pretty
tag's
lit.
fun.
Yeah.
It's more of the design of the fucking place is cool.
Oh, yeah, it was like in a castle and shit. It was pretty
Yeah.
sick.
I
But
I think the only thing we got from school when it was our birthday, we could go to the office and then say like, "Hey, it's my birthday," and they'd give you like a pencil that said "Happy Birthday."
nice.
Or I think you get a free ice cream. I think maybe if I
Really?
remember correctly, you know the little ice cream, like the tiny little like a cup of it, a wooden spoon.
Yeah. Kind of like the sampling stuff?
Yeah, they give you that.
Yeah.
Remember when they did? You ever have ice cream day?
No.
Every Friday, uh, they would if you brought like a quarter, something like that, they have a little room and you can go there and you can pick out ice cream. So I'd always get the Snoopy ice cream and it was like the
Oh,
face of
nice.
Snoopy and I would make out with it and make everyone laugh. That's
what a
hilarious. But
what a
yeah, you
G.
could just go get ice. It's so random and they just stopped doing it because I think it was when Obama was in office. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I just remember everyone saying that. I don't know if that was true or not.
Did you always hear like the like not misconceptions, but like the rumors like, oh, when Obama becomes president, we'll only have like 4 days of school or something like that.
Yeah, I
That was
always heard shit like that. I was like, fuck
how
yeah. There was
Yeah,
some
like hell
liberal
yeah.
propaganda going on there.
Oh
I
yeah,
would have voted
like
for it right there.
they're in the deep roots, man. They're starting at a young age.
Deep state. That's what's going on
Yeah,
here.
yeah, no, that stuff was wild. But yeah, no, I did not like celebrate my birthday, and for other people's birthday, I mean, I kind of like it. But I don't like it, like being, like, oh, it's a day all about me. I don't like that kind of thing, Like sometimes it's just a normal day. So that's just me though.
I don't like the attention.
Yeah, the attention sometimes can be good or bad. Can be good or bad. Yeah. Ice cream day, making out with Snoopy. That's funny.
That was the only funny thing I could do. I was one of those kids that like I fell on purpose so people would laugh.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I
And I
remember
just said I hated attention, but like I think it was in 5th grade when I tried to be a funny guy, and like
Mhm.
I fell on purpose because there was this girl from she had a British accent. I remember that, and I tried to impress her, and I fell, and I was like, huh, "What the heck? I'm so funny." It didn't work.
Oh, I remember. Oh my god, I had a crush on this girl, and the only way I knew how to like make girls like me was like, remember I had a hoard of stuffed animals from last episode. So, last nostalgia episode. I had a hoard of stuffed animals in my closet. So sometimes I just could bring stuffed animal and give it to the girl. I'd be like, oh hey, here you go.
Oh, wow, that's a good move. Oh, we had a big Webkins thing going on at our school.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Like
your
they had a
Webkins
Webkins
parade.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
wish those came back. Or was there 101? I wish that was back too.
yeah. Well, I'd give the girl like stuffed animal and stuff. You're like, oh, thanks. But then like, I started doing it too much.
It's like
She just got
how
weirded
many?
out by it, and then
I'd be
sooner
weird
or
at it.
later,
It's like how many stuffed animals does this motherfucker have?
yeah. And so the teacher's like, hey, you gotta stop.
The teacher told you that?
Yeah, it was like in third or fourth grade, something like that. I was
What
weird,
silly
man.
bands? That was big. There's a big
So
silly band black market at school.
I remember that.
That and Bakugan and Pokemon and
Oh,
weird shit like that.
I was more of a Beyblade guy.
Uh,
They didn't allow
fucking stupid.
Pokemon at our school because like the devil shit.
Devil. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I remember some
yeah,
kids. I was friends with a guy who was when Pokemon Go came out. He was like, I didn't know how cool Pokemon was. Like my parents never let me play it because they thought I was devil worshipping. It's like really? And he was like, yeah. And he he was like 17, 16 at this time, and we were playing Pokemon Go, and he was like, still don't tell my parents that I have Pokemon Go.
Oh my
I was like,
god.
okay, but he had the chillest parents ever, so I don't know. I guess just one of those little.
It's weird. It's the stuff you don't see behind the scene. Did you ever have like your go-to like best friend, but also be like rivalry, like rivals, kind of like in basically like in Pokemon, but also like in growing up and stuff? Did you ever have that?
A friend but a rival.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, no, I was better than everyone else.
Damn.
No, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's people I was jealous of that I was friends with because like there was a guy who could draw really good, and I was like, fucker.
Mm-hmm.
But not really.
Well, I had a really good friend. I'm gonna type his name in the chat right now. You can't, please don't read it out, but just let you see how badass his name was. Okay, so I just did. So check it. How
That is not
badass.
badass. That sounds like went to a preppy school and he pops his collar.
He did. He did pop
Yeah,
his collar. He was
that last
so
name makes me
cool
want to
though.
punch him in the face.
Like, oh my god, him and I were like best friends, but also kind of like rivals. So we'd always like race each other in
You know what he's up to
PE.
today?
Oh no, not at all. Probably could find him, but no, yeah. Um, he was so awesome. Also, like his mom was really cool too. She always invited me over. Um, like when she would visit him at a lunch and stuff. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. It's funny stuff too. But oh my god, why there's so many? I'm trying to see if I can find him right now. It's kind of weird if I did. Be kind of quirky. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I thought that name was not popular, but it is.
Yeah, I never would have thought that would have been popular.
It's insanely popular, at least on Instagram. But yeah, him and I were really close friends and stuff. Did you ever do sleepovers as a kid and stuff?
Only with like a select few people. I didn't like going over to a lot of people's houses.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, I had to be comfortable there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Had to be a nice environment.
Right. It wasn't like I wasn't comfortable with it, but it was more like my parents worried about it, you know? I didn't want to make them worry or anything like that, so I just said, okay, I'll just stay home, you know? So,
I always liked being at my house instead. It's like, what's the point? And I don't,
Dude,
I never liked anyone coming to my house.
Like, I was gonna say the same thing. I never liked people coming to my house.
I hated it because like, I had to clean up after them dumbasses, and I had to do shit. No. Like I don't want them around. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird.
The biggest thing for me is like this thing is like, oh my, because yes, you know, I was well off both in Georgia and Little Rock, and you know, my family was well off and stuff. So every time people would see my house, they'd just be like, oh, this kind of guy, especially the one in Little Rock. Oh, I got so much shit for that house. I hated that house. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The plantation house is like the nickname for it. Yeah, I hate that house though. Yeah, I never invited anyone over to my house. Never liked it. Oh god. And
I just didn't like I didn't have that problem. I just didn't like having people over.
Yeah.
Something would always get broken.
Really?
Or just something that would always get stolen. Something would always get lost. I don't trust you motherfuckers. I don't want you over. And I like having my own space. I like being alone, having my own I like my own space, you know?
Right. And they were just having your you time, you know?
Yeah, it's like
you know, you're grinding Battlefront on PS2, right? Like
I'm grinding Battlefront and they're like, go outside. I'm like, you know what?
No.
Can you just go home? I'd much prefer that.
Yeah.
Like no one comes over to my house now, but like my girlfriend, that's it. No one else.
Yeah, no one ever comes over to my house either. So, still. But yeah, I remember one of my really good friends. Him and I would either play. He was the only person I think I ever invited over to my house, and like we hung out a lot at my house. He was super cool. Him and I either do like Yu-Gi-Oh battles, but we'd also do like these Lego battles.
Oh yeah, Lego battles were the best.
Lego battles are sick. I don't know, how did you play Lego battles?
We would just bring out. I had a really, really, really rich friend, and he had all the Star Wars Lego sets. So he had this little like table, and we put all of them on there, and then I would get one side, he'd get one side. And we'd have the droid. I remember he had like two of the little the brown droid transportation units. You know what I'm talking about? The big ones.
Oh yeah.
He had two of them motherfuckers. I'd roll them up on there. Oh, so cool. But yeah, we'd fight with that. But we'd imagine it. We wouldn't like actually like throw Legos at each other, or like not like throw Legos at the minifigures, or like the Lego missiles they had. We never shot those. We just pretend.
Yeah.
Same with Nerf battles. He was a little bitch with Nerf battles, dude. I'll tell you what.
Oh, bro, I went hard.
He's like, I would have shit you. I would have hit you. I would have hit you. But like he would do it with like, because sometimes he would never want to actually shoot the darts because he was like, I'm looking to lose them. I'm like, dude, you're rich as fuck. Just buy some new ones. You have plenty. He had a whole ass Nerf arsenal, and he's like, dude, you would have been dead. I shot you. Would have been dead. I'm like, no, you pussy. Shut up. At one time, he pretended. Okay, so he had this like 3 levels of like terrace. I don't really know how to describe. Like it was a hill, and it went down like, and then there's like cinder blocks, right? And it went down to another little place, like a grass little area. Then there's cinder blocks that went down again, like walls, like retaining walls, and there was 3 stacked up on each other, right? And he pretended to die, and he fell off one of the retaining walls onto the next place. It was so funny. He was like, you know that noise people make when they like knock the breath out of themselves, like,
yeah, like
yeah. And then it's like, I just hear that, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I see him just like dead at the bottom. He's not actually dead, but he's just like. And one time a bee got in his hair and stung him in the head. and you start crying.
Oh god.
Like, what a
You know,
pussy.
I went ham in Nerf battles. The one time I went over to a sleepover, everyone said, "Oh, bring your Nerf guns over." So I brought some of mine over, and
You had the arsenal, didn't you?
I had the arsenal. I did, and then but I also brought the like a bucket of the Nerf bullet stuff, because like people like your friends said, we're gonna lose them. I'm like, fuck it, we're not losing any time. If we do, load up, And so we got those, and we just go ham, like shoot the shit out of each other sometimes too, like just no mercy.
I know one of my friends he had the Nerf swords, and he would swing them so hard. I'm like, chill the fuck out, dude. Like, this shit hurts.
Oh my god, just beating the shit out of you.
Yeah. I'm
That
like, I don't want to
reminds.
hurt. I was like, and I would never do it hard because I'm like, I don't want to hurt you, man.
That reminds me of when we would go to Dallas to see my extended family for Christmas, and we wrap gifts and shit like that, and you have the cardboard rolls, right, where you wrap from the wrapping paper. And so my cousin and I would just get those and just use them as sword and just beat the shit out of each other. And I'm telling you, like, we just leave marks on each other. It was like we were hitting this like it was bad. I don't know why we do that, but yeah.
Calm down.
I know, right? But then going back to like the Lego stuff, so the way my friend and I played it, where we had we brought all the Legos over, laid it out, and then we kind of like dodgeball, kind of like drafting, a little bit. Like you pick whatever vehicle or person you want to pick, And so you pick that, set it up, and then we got pretty in depth. Where it's like TIE fighters had like infinite range, but then you had like soldiers only had like kind of like semi range, and then tanks at infinite range, but then you also had like speeders could only move a certain distance, kind of like that. And then each little vehicle and people had like their own health, so like and damage too. So like let's say the cannon did 6 damage, but a TIE fighter had 11 health.
Oh, that's too much.
Oh yeah, we got into it. We had a whole list.
Nah, you just gotta have like a piece of paper and write down the fucking math so you don't forget.
Yeah.
It's like too much, man.
No, come on.
Just be creative.
Bro, that is creative. Come on now.
Not. It's like, I hit you for 6. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay, fine. -6 from 11.
Oh my god. Did you ever play Battleship as a kid?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
like the board game Battleship, right?
Yeah.
That was a good board game. Stratego was the best one.
Yeah. That reminds me, the most hype moment of my entire life easily would have to be, what grade would it be? Would it be 3rd grade? It was 3rd grade. 3rd grade was where I ascended, as I usually say. That's where we had like these competitions and stuff. So you had like who could name the states the fastest, if that makes sense. So like, name all 50
the preppy
states.
kid game? I've never heard of this game before.
Okay. Name all the states, but then I had this other game where it started like the whole day, and we didn't do any classes or anything like that. We just did this the entire day, and the only break was lunch. And so we'd go around, and the teacher would like flip cards, and so the cards would either say the state, or they'd say the capital, and you need to say the capital of the state or the state where the capital is. So that was hype. I didn't win that one, sadly. But obviously, there's a spelling bee. I botched that shit.
Did you? Okay, when the spelling, I would always purposely lose.
Why?
Okay, so they would do this thing preliminary. I don't even know if that's the right thing, but the first rounds they would just come to each classroom of grades. I think I was I don't know, they went through different grades. Let's just say I was in 5th grade, right? And I knew if I won, I'd have to go do all this other shit and like win again and win it, because I mean I can spell, right? I know how to spell, and I was good at spelling back then, better than the other kids. But I would just purposely lose. It's like I don't want to do all that shit.
Fair enough.
I don't want to. And then you have to go to like these other contests. It's like, no, I don't want to. So you got to represent the elementary school. No, I don't want to do that.
No, I don't think I will.
So I just purposely, I think one of the words, it was something to do with robots or something. I was like, I just totally messed it up. And everyone looked at me like, what?
Idiot.
That's an easy word. I'm like, oh, whoops, oh well.
Whoops. Yeah.
Darn.
So I botched the spelling bee. There's just another one though that was like a history bee kind of. Get into these random facts from our history book. I won that one, so I was hype about that. And then there was 2 other competitions. A battleship competition, like where we just play battleship, and then a puzzle competition. And which one do you think your boy won?
This is a battleship and what?
Battleship and just a puzzle.
Battleship.
Oh, I lost battleship. I won the puzzle.
Oh, okay.
I still have the paper of like the list of like the bracket, you know, it's like it's the NCAA like tournament bracket kind of stuff. Like who I went against, and then I won, you know. Oh,
jeez.
I was so hyped, man, and I murked in the finals. I destroyed the other person. It was a shitty puzzle though. You know, like those Furbies, like the owl-looking things with the giant eyes, you know, big ass
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah.
It was a puzzle of one of those. I was like, this is lame. So
I remember I had won we had a t-shirt design contest for like, we had this thing called Field Day.
oh
And
yeah.
yeah, it was all the classes versus each other, right? And different, just
Mm-hmm.
weird ass things,
Yeah,
physical
like
activities.
running and like
Yeah.
like the
Egg
sack
walk.
run,
Yeah.
egg
Shit like that.
walk, what was it? Tug of
Uh,
war.
no, what was the one where you carried your partner's legs and then they had their arms?
Oh, wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So it was different shit like that. And we had each class had a different t-shirts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And each had like a design on it. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was 5th grade or 3rd grade. We had to make designs, and whoever the teacher picked and all the other kids picked won the design, and that was gonna go on the t-shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they picked my design, and my design was like it was a circle of like life type thing with like little squiggles and bumps. It was just some random ass shit I did. It was really bad, and I was just bullshitting. I was like, okay, this is fucking dumb. I don't want to do this. So I just made that, and my teacher's like, who made this? This is amazing. This represents everything. She was like, she was like, this is so deep.
This is
And she was like,
art.
can you tell us what this means? I was like, yeah, so the circle just represents our whole year, and we go through the circle, and the little squiggles are bumps in the road because we all have the bumps, but we
Oh my
overcome them and we get
god.
to the end of the circle. And she was like, oh my God, this wins.
Oh my
And I won
god.
that design thing. I was like, really?
Man,
I think that's why I got good at
you were
lying.
feeling yourself.
I was like, I could be an artist, a
This could be a
bullshit
start or
artist.
something.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty nice. Anything else you want to mention about nostalgia as we wrap up? Anything you want to mention for the people?
Elementary school is crazy. Think back, because it'll bring back some weird ass memories.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I said about the skinheads earlier.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a thing where you went commando in elementary school?
Oh hell yeah.
I never wore underwear in elementary school, like up to like 6th grade. I didn't wear underwear anywhere up to 6th grade. I don't know what was up with that.
Oh
I
my
always said it was
god.
uncomfortable. I like
What
being
kind of
free.
beast were you?
Well, I told you about that story where my dick was hanging out my shorts,
Yeah,
right?
your wiener came out, yeah.
Yeah. I'm letting it hang, man.
Just let it hang.
Do you remember those little foam little cube things that you'd use for math? Did they ever have those? So it's these foam blocks, right?
Right.
And so there'd be like one. It was for math, right? It's for counting and shit like that. So it's like one little foam piece would be one block, and there'd be like a group of 10 little foam blocks that represent 10, obviously, and it'd go up and up, right? You remember
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah. Oh, I never had one of those, but I know what you're talking about.
I think it was for the special ed kids, so they gave it to us.
Nice. Wow. Good stuff.
And do you remember? Did you ever have like a weird thing in your? Okay. Did you? Okay, so it'd be like for St. Patrick's Day, and you'd go out for recess or lunch or some other shit, and you'd come back, and the whole classroom would be like destroyed, and they'd be like, "It looks like the leprechaun came in," and we all had to
Excuse
clean
me?
up, and we'd find like fake gold everywhere. Yeah, did they ever do that for you?
No, I never did that.
I've
Have
heard
I?
other people talk about that.
Interesting. Let us know in the comments if your elementary school did that.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, it was a big thing. Well, I feel like that's it's a good note to end on with the leprechaun stuff.
Don't let the leprechauns get you.
Oh yeah, don't let the gremlins get you either. Chandler, do you want to find us a deep question real quick?
I already found it.
You already found one. All right, here's the little jingle. Boom. Enter. I don't know where. Yeah, right there.
Deep question of the day.
Real quick before Chandler jumps in, just thank you guys for your support. Really do appreciate it. We're still growing. We're still getting buff. So please keep sharing, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Give us a rating. Really do appreciate it. All right, Chandler, hit us with this question.
Question of the day.
What is the way you think you'll most likely die?
Did we already do this one?
No, we didn't, did we?
I feel like we did. Did we?
I feel like I said cancer, didn't I?
Honestly, I don't remember that. I don't know.
Let me find another one just in
Let's
case.
find another one just in case. Let us know in the comments if we've done that one yet.
We might have.
Oh my god. I have some editing to do, don't I?
What were you talking about?
Talking about your farting. Alright, find this.
Damn.
Oh god. Alright, find another one.
Okay. Is the
Yes.
universe finite? What would beyond the edge of the universe be like? Is it finite or finite?
No, it's finite.
It sounds like because infinite, infinite.
No, it's finite.
Okay, finite.
Cut
Cut that.
says
Cut it.
everything. No, I'm not cutting that.
I'll fart again.
Oh, fine, I'll cut it.
I don't care.
Okay, good. But no, remember Thanos says everything in the universe is finite. Its resources finite. You know. So
Not everything is finite. Coal ain't finite.
Coal?
Yeah.
What do you mean coal's not finite?
I get it mixed with infinite. Never mind.
Okay.
I was thinking like infinite. Okay, never mind.
Alright, don't worry. So what's the question?
Cut this whole question. Fuck this question.
No,
I got
what's
a
the
better
question?
one. What is the path?
No,
What is the best path to find truth? Science, math, art, philosophy, or something else?
define what kind of truth are we talking here?
I don't know. That's all the question says.
Fine then.
Define truth. I feel like it could be
Shit.
any one of those. Whatever interests you most. Whatever talks to you. Whatever speaks to you.
I mean, personally, what talks to me would probably be science or philosophy.
Yeah, I think philosophy would be the biggest one for a lot of people, but
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you are. If you're a
Yeah.
mathematician, then that's gonna find you the truth. If you like art, and the art, well, no, art styles are a big one that a lot of people would. So art encompasses a lot.
A lot of stuff. But I
Music
feel
and
like
all that.
philosophy, you'd be able to interpret for your own a little bit more. You know?
I think philosophy is the biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like we said before, philosophy encapsulates a lot of things. So, well, that was a good little bit. Oh god.
Forget about that.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, no. Thanks for the question. Anything you want to add on to that, or are you happy with your answer?
What would the edge of the universe look like?
What would like the end of the universe look like?
Yeah, would it just like what would it be?
I thought it would just be
A
like
wall?
nothingness, like a black nothingness.
But would we like crash into it? Because if it keeps going, it would just black nothingness, and that's still something, right?
Well, the universe is not finite. Or, sorry.
But it's saying if it was.
Yeah, but it's like, because it's always expanding. Like, we'll never catch it. But if it was, I don't know. I feel like we'd just be like trapped in a box, you know?
So would there be an invisible wall? Would it just be a black nothing? You know how like the Truman Show is at the very end he gets the wall with the painted clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
it kind of be like in a
Simulation.
like in a game where they sometimes have the invisible, I think the invisible wall invisible, like to keep you going into like a certain area. I feel like it'd be like that, you know. Like you can't see the wall, like you can just feel it, you know. You know you're not supposed to go any further. You know. That's what I would think.
Oh, that'd be so weird. Like an invisible force stopping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a video game. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
Like Destiny in particular. Or no, you just get killed by the architects.
True. Or beavered. Well, I feel like this is a great point to end the podcast on. Anything you want to say to the people, Chandler, about nostalgia or the universe is finite or finite, as some people call
I
it?
like Finite better.
Finite
Well,
is
no, because it's too
weird, man.
confusing with Infinite.
Yeah.
It makes
Anything
more
you wanna-
sense to say Finite, doesn't it? I don't know. It could just
No,
be me.
not really. But anything else you want to add for the people or let them know?
No.
No. Nice. Very empowering. Well, thank you guys for listening. We really do appreciate your support and being here for us. Hope you guys enjoy this nostalgia part 2.
There's gonna be a
Let
part
us
3 sometime.
probably.
There's gonna be a part. There's gonna be a lot of parts.
And it's gonna keep going on. But just from the conversations and stuff, just think about what makes you what stands out from your childhood. Like what do you carry with like into your adult life? What were like the funny moments, happy moments, sad moments? What do you wish that you did more? And just kind of reflect on that stuff. And don't be afraid to reach out to us, and we'd love to have discussions with you about these topics too. As always, we're gonna be creating the subreddit soon, so keep an eye out for that. But besides that, thank you all for your support. Hope you have a great start to the week, and we'll catch you next time or we'll catch you next week, and I'll see you then. Peace and love, everybody.
Bye. Peace, happiness, love.
Yes, all that.
Family.
Yes. Anything else? One more?
What's that cheesy quote that moms always hang up? Like on their walls?
Home is where your family is?
Yeah, home is where the heart is. But it's like family, friends. Oh, live, love, laugh. Yeah, that's what it is.
Nice. Live, love, laugh, and paradox in a trap. Bars.
Yeah.
We out.
Right.
Were you doing like the Twilight Zone?
No, I was trying to remember that old the outro we had.
Oh.